That's a good point, Anki. Let me ask you guys a question. This question was asked by Swami Vivekananda, and it's a great thought on power of focus, power of concentration, right? The question is, what is that one major difference between man and animal from the mindset perspective? I mean, physiologically there is lots of difference, but from the mindset perspective, what is that one difference between man and animal? Can
Decision
you,
making power.
sorry?
Decision making power.
Decision making power. Oh, decision making animals you can't explain.
And just I mean,
Thinking.
man has the advantage to empower to others as well, while
It can empower
animals
them.
doesn't.
Very nice. Very good point. Anything else? Quick points. If anyone has a quick point, one
Ability to choose.
ability to choose. Very nice. Yeah. So Vivekananda says the one of the major difference between man and animal is the difference in their power of concentration. Of course, so what you guys are seeing are also same. I don't know how many of you have pet in your home. Just try to check his focus. So you want to teach him something, it will be so difficult. Even if you have a puppy, you try to teach him one thing, you will take 10 days, 15 days, keep on doing it. They will not be able to focus. They are not meant for it, right? So somewhere, and on the other hand, any success that you see in the human life, it could be in the field of music, it could be in the field of arts. Just think about it. If they don't have concentration, would they be able to do that? So somewhere we have forgotten this thing, but concentration is so important to learn, right? It's so important to avoid distractions, right? So, and that's where I think animal has actually very little power of concentration, and you have to train him like anything, just to, and you will be frustrated why he's not learning, because he doesn't have any concentration, right? And on the other hand, Swami Vivekananda says there is even a difference in the power of concentration also constitutes a difference between man and man. One person to other person, the success, the major difference in success is their power of concentration. So I don't know if you've seen the quote that was posted today. So if you want to compare the lowest with the highest man, the difference is in the degree of concentration. That is the only difference. That's not me saying, that Swami Vivekananda used to say, who many people adore him, right? So there's a Pew research that was done, and they were trying to figure out what is the amount of distractions these days which are happening, particularly on internet and all those things. Surprisingly, they say even for a normal guy who is going into, let's say, college, or just he has just started his job, or he's not doing anything else beyond his job, even he is spending more than 8 hours daily on the internet. Now there's a disorder called internet addiction disorder. I was searching for, you search for it, you will be surprised. I think Dr. Nidhi might be aware, being a psychologist. It's a famous disease these days, IAD, right? So internet addiction
We did
disorder.
a research during our
Yeah,
college.
yeah, yeah. See, Dr. Nidhi can vouch for it. So I was surprised there was such a big wiki page for that, right? So we are unnecessarily getting dragged, and 85% of adults are basically, when they are on work, they are browsing their mobile. So we are trying to do something else, and but we are still another fact which was conducted by Zen Drive. In they say that drivers who drive car, so basically they are 88% of them are generally, I think if you're not speaking, please be on mute. I think there's lots of noise. Yeah, 88% of the drivers are using mobile when they are driving. Such a dangerous thing. Think about it. 88%. Somewhere they are calling, somewhere they are, and if you see these days Uber, Ola guys, they're always on mobile phone, right? So the kind of distraction, and particularly for children, it's even harder. They are surveyed, and they said that children are spending 8 hours on internet, but they are actually using internet for 16 hours. Think about it, because they are doing multitasking. At one side they are playing games, they're hearing songs, and so many things they are doing in parallel, right? So things are going so weird. So how do we bring focus back? So I was hearing the story by Vaibhav on King and so on. So I really like this story of King, which was around power of concentration, and I hope you will also like it. So there was once upon a time there was a king by name of Raja Janak. Some of you might be aware of him. And two knowledgeable folks were discussing, two pandits were there, and they were discussing that our king has so much of focus, right? He whatever he want to do, he is able to do just with his power of focus. So second one says, yeah, we are extremely fortunate, but ऐसा कैसे कर लेता है, इतना इतना फोकस कैसे लेके आता है? Because particularly he is into midst of so much of distractions, right? He has to see his kingdom, he has to see all the richness, that opulence that he has in his, right? महल है तो of course सारा कुछ होगा, right, वहाँ पे तो let's go to him and ask him कि इतना फोकस कैसे कर लेते हो इतने डिस्ट्रैक्शन सिचुएशन, so that we will also learn. We don't have anything, still we are distracted. He has everything, why he is not getting distracted, why he is so focused, right? And they go to him and they ask him, Raja Janak, we just wanted to ask you, how are you able to focus so much? Generally, we don't expect this, that you have so many things and everything in your, in this palace. कैसे इतना focus कर लेते हो? So instead of replying, Raja Janak becomes very angry. He says, how dare you have asked me this question? So is this a question that you are taking time of king and asking this foolish question? How do you have this bravado, and how can you do this? And he orders that I am going to hang both of you guys. So he said, "You- both of you guys are going to be hanged," and he gives that punishment. But says, okay, before that punishment, you have tonight. You have tonight. My servants will take good care of you, and so you can enjoy yourself. So whatever you want in this, you want to use anything in this palace, you can use it. And both the pandits were taken by servants, and they were bathed with warm water, and they were massaged and given scented oil and all those things. They were given royal clothes, right? And of course, amazing kind of feast. And finally they were given a luxurious double bed for the night, right? अब सोच के देखो, अगर ऐसा सब कुछ मिलेगा आपको, बट पता है कल सुबह मरना है, कल सुबह हैंग होना है, हाउ वुड बी द फीलिंग? Will you be able to enjoy it? Anyone?
No, never, sir.
No, right? Even though we have all the luxuries of our life, we have become at the top of our richness that one can be. Still, they were not enjoying, right? So the next morning they go to the king and says, so they were of course very scared that we are going to die and all. And king says, in a very angry tone, says, "Okay, I've decided to give you both a chance, and what you have to do is, I'll give you a pot filled with oil. Put it on your head and roam around the city. If there is not a single drop coming out, I'll leave you. But even if a single drop comes out, then you are going to be hanged." Now they are again thinking, "Oh my God, that's a difficult job, right?" But still, they don't have any option, right? When you don't have any option, what you will do? You will anyway take that up. Otherwise, they are going to die. So they take it up and they put it on their head and they walk around the city and comes back. Surprisingly, they don't spill anything. And so they come to the king again, and this time king smiles, right, and says, "So how is the feeling? How is the feeling? So are you feeling still good, or you have seen everything, right? You have seen all the richness and everything. So what do you feel now?" So they are still not able to speak because they are scared that they're going to die. So he said, "Okay, listen to me. You are pardoned. Now tell me, I'm not going to do anything to you. You can go back. But just tell me something. Last night you were in midst of such luxury, right? Did your mind even get tempted with that luxury? So you were getting massage and you were getting so many things, right? Did you even feel about it?" They said, "No, we were not feeling anything. The only thing we had was, tomorrow I'm going to die." All right, okay, no problem. So then when you put this pot on your head and you were roaming around, did your focus lose that? No, like if this suddenly something is there, suddenly some good things you are seeing, were you able to focus here and there? They said, "No, we were just focused on that pot. We were because we had to somehow live, right?" So basically, the king says that, "See, I wanted to, if I tell you, probably you would have not got this very clearly, but I wanted to show this to you very practically. So the moment you are aware, that you are going to die, right? The moment you are aware that you're going to die and you have very limited time, and that's a fact, right? Is there any, do we need to do anything to die? We just have to wait for it, right? No one of us is going to live for whole of their life, right? Just wait for it. That is one thing that will always come, right? So he says, if that has to come, the only thing we are thinking is that we have some time, right? But I don't think I have time. The moment I've started working for my people and everything, I think I have very limited time. I can't do that for long. So for every day I feel that tomorrow I'm going to die, and that makes me live my day to day, right? That makes me focus completely, right? And I was reading, so I think someone was saying this in one of the sessions, that they say that over 1 million people die every morning, right? Now think about it, those 4 to 5 people. Even today I'll not take the name. Me and Ashish, we were hearing this from one of our friend in this book club. His father died this week, right? So we were very sad about it, that COVID, and in COVID anyway these things are happening, right? So just think about it, almost 1 million people die every morning, and of course they're impacting 4 to 5 people who matters in their life, right? So just think about it, we are so lucky, just luck, right? Nothing else. Anything can happens to any of us, or any one of us who we really love, right? But somewhere we are ignoring that, right? So this, until unless I focus completely, right, we have a limited time. And that's what I keep doing. I think some people, when you ask, and people who are actually really, living their dreams, they're trying to do something beyond their life, they know that they have very limited time. And the moment we remember this daily, that we have actually, it's a bit serious topic, but since this happened today, so suddenly this came to my mind. We have so much of limited time, right? We have to live it fully. Otherwise, I think, how will you bring focus, right? The moment you are aware that you limited time, do you think you will waste your time? The moment you know that we are mortals, we just have this moment to live, wouldn't all the physiological drama will end, right? All the things that we, all the people we hate, all the people, all the situation we don't like, won't it end, right? You might be hating someone like anything, right? And he says to you and says that, let's say you just have to tell him, okay, wait, wait for some time, you will also die, I will also die, right? Then where's the point of hating? Isn't it? Is that so? Is that so? Come on, guys. Is it so serious? You can speak up.
Very spiritual speech.
Spiritual. Yeah. Okay. But that's a fact, right? I think sometimes
Yeah, yeah.
spirituality brings that other angle, that other people might die, I will never die, right?
Awakening,
Is that true, right?
awakening speech.
Right. So somewhere
It's a
that
very
it's true, but we don't, we tend to categorize into some other category which is not applying to us. But that's a fact, right? We have limited time. If you don't focus, how, if you don't focus in the time, we will never be able to achieve anything, right? Some of you are 30 years old, some of you are 40 years old. Just recall, I think it was as if yesterday we were childish, right? We were just 5 years, 6 years old, and suddenly we are already crossed 30 and 40s, isn't it?
Right.
So it's applicable to each one of us, isn't it?
Yep.
very
True,
true.
sir.
True. Very true.
Looks like
True,
time
sir.
to, it's a time to crack a joke, looks like, huh?
Everybody thinking about.
Yeah. So the only thing is, I think what we are doing it here in book club and PIM is, we are trying to create a platform, right? We are trying to create a platform where people can actually utilize their time, right? We can have fun, we can have, but that learning has to be there, right? Until unless we focus on our personal growth, right? That's a great thought. I read this book by Sadhguru Death. He actually talks exactly about this only, right? So that is only one thing which is true, right? And we should always remember this: if I'm not getting focus, I'm going to die tomorrow anyway. So let me focus, right? So that's a fact, and that keeps me motivated. I don't know about you, some people might hate this, might hate me for this, but that's a fact, right? I don't know if you guys agree or not. Any thoughts? Anyone want to add anything to this? So
This is absolutely true, Vineet. I mean, I'm glad you talked about it. Like we should be talking about it more often. Actually, like not making it a taboo and not speaking about it, because it happens to everyone, like all of us. The faster we face it and realize it that it's going to happen to us, happen to me, and then we start realizing that okay, we have only this much time, we have to do this.
Exactly. Then exactly, and when you know you have this limited time, will you want to live someone else's dream?
No,
No.
never.
You only want to live my dream,
No,
right?
sir. No. Yeah.
Of course.
So Sindhu, I think, explained around this, right? And even Vartika talked about this, right? When she talked about specialized knowledge and all that. But somewhere we are not even thinking, are we going in the right direction with all our specialized knowledge? Is there something else we want to do, right? So anything you want to do, any life you want to live, we have to live it today. We have to live maximum by tomorrow, but not day after tomorrow, right? We don't have time, right? Again, I'm not saying anything. We all are going to be fit and fine. This is a bad time which is going on. But since it happened today, and with one of our close friend who always comes in the book club, and that's why he's not coming these days. So only on 17th, his father died, and we came to know about today itself because he was not taking calls. I thought something has gone on. So that's what I wanted to say. Work on your purpose, find your purpose. Otherwise, there is a limited time, right?
Right.
Work on your personal growth and be your best. Explore your unlimited potential. Only then you will go to your peak potential, right? Only then you will enjoy. You will, at the end of the life, you will say, okay, we have lived our life. You will not repent saying, oh, I wanted to live like that, but I lived like this, right? So that's what I wanted to cover. Thank you so much, friends.
It again goes there, Vineet. I have to and I choose to.
Exactly.
And also the penalty which I was talking about yesterday.
Yes.
This is the ultimate penalty you pay if you do.
Yes.
Right.
Great. Amazing session, I think. Anyone want to add something? Otherwise, we are done. We'll close it. Kal ho na ho, Alok is saying super speech. It's from my
Celebrate
heart.
with